Australian Open time. Let's go. I know you're excited. I can see that look in your eye.
Do you think Djokovic is always getting easy draws, or do you think Djokovic is simply so good that whatever you play him against is going to be an easy draw?
And then just past Thompson. Not so fast. Slow down.
This is the best wang.
Oh, is it?
You're determined to always put Eubanks out. You did it at Wimbledon. You just don't like it.
It's the big one. Here we go. So I'm going. Emma Raducanu.
Oh, that was happened to my bracket. I've got Popper in here. I must have clicked on the wrong name.
Djokovic is out. Big headline. Djokovic out.
So I think Djokovic will get revenge this time. Djokovic, I feel, is going to win the Australian Open this year.
He never forgets Novak Djokovic, and he always wants revenge for that last defeat. That one in Wimbledon is still stinging.
I've got Novak Djokovic. I've got Jelena Rybakina.
Iga gets 5, Novak gets 25.
Joe Prince Saba, those are my two.
Rybakina's had a hot start to the year, and she's going to take the title. How about that? And then on the men's side, a rematch of the Wimbledon final. And I think the result's going to be the same. Carlitos Alcaraz.
Elena Rybakina winning on the women's side. I think we're going to get Novak Djokovic winning on the men's side. Number 11.
Hey, welcome back, tennis fans. Here we go. It's going to be round 4. I'm excited for this one. This is when it really starts to hot up, isn't it, JG? We've had some amazing matches in round 3. Some incredible performances from people we didn't even know was possible. And now, this is the meat of the tournament where we start to see some of the big players clash. And I can't wait to see how you pick on these predictions. Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, the second week officially begins now. We are 4th round predictions, and all of the top players are there on the men's. We've got all 4 of the big seeds. On the women's, we've lost 2 of them now in Iga and Rybakina. So that's opened up the top half of the women's massively. And we are live right now, so we can speak to you guys in the live chat. Great to have so many people in for this one. We've got Leeds Lewis, how we doing? We've got Jean, we've got Nuala in, Victor, and plenty others as well. Snell, and shout out to our member, Ray.
Oh, this is exciting. We're going to keep this in the same format that we had the round 3 one. As you know, if you watched our earlier Roundup podcast, JG was the victor of round 3 quite convincingly in the end due to Sasha Zverev winning in straight sets. But up until that, I think maybe 1 or 2 matches before, it was quite close. And I think the Medvedev one, the Zverev one, yeah, you smashed it with those two.
Well, you say convincingly. It wasn't really that convincing. It was 5 points, the difference. But I did do very well on the men's. I got 23, which is a pretty good score.
I'll show everybody what the score was from the last round there quickly, just so that you can see. The difference was 5. I mean, it's not too bad considering it could have been very lopsided, I think, but I managed to claw it back a little bit with a good performance on the women's side. I think on this one, I need to be a bit more tactically astute when coming to the set scoring, because that's where you really did the damage on the last one. And I think I was just wanting to go against you on a lot of the picks, and it didn't work in my favour. So I'm going to be thinking a little bit harder on this one. But you know what happens? I've had a couple of beers, and we know that Ben's predictions after a couple of beers go a bit haywire. So be prepared, everybody.
Right, let's do what we did last time, and we'll start by listing some of the matches. Cue the music, and you'll go first with quarter 1 on the men's.
All right, here we go. Quarter 1 on the men's. Maybe we'll go a bit slower as there's less matches now. We got the number 1 seed, Novak Djokovic. He's up against the French marathon man, 20th seed, Adrien Manarino. And we've also got the 7th seed, Stefanos Tsitsipas, last year's finalist, up against the man from America. It is Taylor Fritz.
Also on the top half, we have the skiing sensation from Italy, Yannick Sinner. He was amazing in 2023. One of the favourites here against Karen Khachanov, who sneaks through these Grand Slams. We've got Andrei Rublev playing Alex the Demon de Minaur, who's very fast round the court in Australia. A super tight one.
And onto the next section, we have the 9th seed, Hubie Hurkacz. That's right, big serving pole. We got one pole on the women's out. Don't worry, he's repping that country. And we've got the Brit, number 18, Cam Norrie. Come on, son, do it for GB. And we have Carlitos Alcaraz, the number 2 seed, looking to win the Australian Open for Spain. And he's up against none other than his nemesis. It is Kecmanovic of Serbia. And they had a little bit of a funny get-together. I've seen them backstage. They're very good friends, these two.
I hate to say it, Ben, but you did miss out the third quarter there. You've got to straight to the fourth.
Don't know
yet. It all, but I'll take you through the third. It is Hurkacz Kazu versus the Octopus, Daniel Medvedev, and the new sensation on tour, Nuno Borges, Portuguese, repping for them. I don't know where Ben went. He got far too excited with the voice. He started reading Hurkacz and then said he's playing Norrie. But that is what Beers does to him. Let's move over to the women's and let's get the music back up and running.
Right. This one, I'll promise to read it properly. Let's get the women's up. Right. We have number 19. Maybe I'll read it a bit more properly this time. We've got Svitolina from the Ukraine up against the eager destroyer, which is Noskova. And we have number 18, Azarenka, up against Yastremska.
Yes, this is the top half, which is not featuring Rybakina or Iga. The second grouping in the top half, Paulini, the seed, versus Kalinskaya, and King Wing Zhang versus Ocean Dodin. A real surprise there in Dodin.
Yeah, we never know who's going to go through that one. This one is anyone's to pick between Marta Kostyuk and Timofeyeva. And we have Coco Gauff repping the US versus Freck.
There we go. I underlined it for you there, Ben, on the screen. Into the fourth quarter, the bottom half here. We've got Krejcikova. She's had an easy draw so far. Can she beat the 16-year-old, the sensation from Russia, Mira Andreeva? And right at the bottom, no one's touched her. Sabalenka versus the return of the Mac, Anisimova.
Can't wait for that. Anisimova, my last year's winner, who famously went off the tour for a long period after the Australian Open and went out, I think it was first round last year. Very disappointing. She's back this year when I haven't picked her, and she's looking like a destroyer, Amanda Anisimova. Can she destroy Sabalenka, though? Wait for our predictions.
There we go. So we've gone through all of the matches. Initially, I want to pose a question to you. What match are you most excited for on the men's and on the women's?
On the men's side, it may shock you. It's Medvedev Borges.
Yep. I can. It doesn't shock me at all. I actually am exactly the same. I'm most excited for Medvedev Borges. I think it's going to be very interesting, to say the least, because Medvedev's shown some frailties and Borges has shown how good of a player he really is. What about for the women?
For the women, the obvious one is obviously Anisimova, Sabalenka, the two hard hitters. I'm interested to see if Saba gets tested finally in this tournament. How about you?
That's not the obvious one. I know you say it is, but that would probably be my third or fourth.
Wow.
My number one is Krejcikova versus Andreeva. I want to see how she can cope with Krejcikova's game. It's, of course, a big seed, number 9. Krejcikova's not playing well as well. Andreeva will be favourite, I'm sure. And I'm fascinated to see how she gets on so late in a slam. Can she get to a quarter-final?
Every step of the way for Mila Andreeva right now. You've got to be watching it closely because this could be like a part of history, like one of those where were you moments for Mila Andreeva. Each time she goes through, there's another box ticked on something she completes in a slam. Maybe a double bagel. Who knows? We'll get one of them against Krejcikova. I don't know. Krejcikova's a very strange one. If she plays well, she can beat the likes of Iga. If she doesn't play well, she looks god-awful. So I don't know which one's going to turn up. I'm hoping Mila Andreeva goes through, though. That's what I'm telling you.
Let's get into it. It's me versus Ben, round 4 predictions. Right. Let's
Do you have
start
music
with
for this
day 8.
bit or no?
No music.
Okay.
I don't want to confuse you even more. You start listing off players who aren't here, and that's all we need.
I'll let you list off the ones. I know I went through it last time. Maybe I'll let you read these out.
Well, I'm not sure who Kazoo's playing now because I don't think you mentioned him on the last one. Or you did against Norrie.
Maybe I've got a prediction. Maybe we're going to be getting our catch Norrie coming up soon. I don't know. Just lost my head with a funny voice and then completely didn't even read what was on the screen. So apologies to anyone just listening to that. Probably highly confused if you're looking on the screen.
It adds to the drama, Ben. It's all good. It adds to GTL. Right, I've done this in order. It's not going to affect us today because the first match on is in fact at 1 a.m. So if you are listening right now live, it's in about 4 hours time. And that is going to be a women's match, Freck versus Coco Gauff. So that's the first match on. It's not going to really intrude on anything we're doing because we're doing it way ahead of time. But I did put them in time order anyway because I think it'll be interesting for people to know what time the matches are.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you want to go first or second? Seeing as I beat you, I'll let you choose.
I feel like if this was a golf tournament, you'd have the right to go first. So I feel like I'm feeling like the winner should always go first in the next round. I haven't earned the right to go first. So
do I also have the right to say I want to go second?
Yeah, maybe you do. Maybe it's like a coin toss. Maybe you just get to call
like
the
in
shots.
Tennis.
Exactly.
Okay, and on that basis, let me have a look at which ones I would like to do first. I will take that up and I'll go first. I was going to try and help you out.
Starting with the women's first, or are you starting with the men's first? Or do you want to start with the time?
Yeah, we'll start with the women since you got it up. So I'll go first, and I'm going to have Coco Gauff to win 2-love.
You're gonna laugh about this. Sorry, I've written that in the wrong thing. You're gonna laugh about this because I was thinking when we were doing after we'd done the last one, I was just like, he just goes first on every one, and I just copy every one of his selections, and then when I go, I'll just have to.
We're changing it up.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah,
one each.
I know. I do think it's going to be the same as well. Coco Gauff has looked amazing in this tournament. No one's talking about her enough for my liking, and she is the real person that could upset the whole thing. So I'm going Gauff 2-love as well.
My favourite comments come in, so iconic, saying put on the music and Ben will have Roger Federer winning the whole tournament.
All right, cue it. Here it comes.
No.
That's better off.
Yeah, please do play along at home. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. We'll read out some comments, especially anyone with tips and all of our members. We will read out your comments because you are supporting the channel more than most. Next up, it's you to go first this time.
It's typical I'd get this one first. Anisimova versus Sabalenka. Is anybody in the live chat want to help me out in this one? Probably not. I can't take anybody's advice anyway. I think it's going to be 3 sets. So I'm going to go with a scoreline of 3 sets. And now I've just got to decide who's going to win it. Are we going to lose our biggest seed left in? I don't think we are. And I'm going to go Sabalenka in 3.
We've got Snell going for Anisimova in 3. Gene saying Coco winning 70% of serve points in this tournament is pretty good.
That's amazing.
Yeah, a lot of people going Saba too. Not many people thinking it's going to be straights. I think it is going to be straights. So I'm going to have Sabalenka straights.
Okay. No one going for Anisimova. Could this be a 0-pointer for both of us there?
So this is one I've got to go first, and this is a really tough one.
It's as tough as the last one for me, this one.
I'm going to go for...
This is, if you're just listening, it's Kostyuk versus Timofeyeva.
I'm going to go for Kostyuk in 3.
Okay. Kostyuk in 3. That's very interesting. And I think I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to be going for the storyline, and I'm going Timofeyeva in 3.
she the favourite?
Not sure, actually.
No,
Must
she's
be
not. But it's
No.
2.6. Okay, this one, Andreeva, I'm going to be going for... Oh, no, it's you, sorry. You're first.
Oh.
I didn't want this one first, so I'm glad.
I'm going Andreeva to win. I think she has to do it in straight sets because I worry about Krejcikova in 3.
I'll have Andreeva in 3 sets.
This is the problem if you go second. It's like, do you want the dead rubber? Is it going to come down to this when you come down to
I think Krejcikova, she's just weird. She can get a set.
She definitely can, but the worrying thing is, if she gets the second set, she's normally favourite for the third. But that's the scary thing with her. Right, moving down onto the next one. Oh, we want to go to the men's first.
Yeah,
Okay, we're
day
going to
8
do
on the men's.
day 8
Let's
all
stick
the way
with
across.
today. Well, not
Oh,
quite today, but almost.
Novak Djokovic versus Marathon Man Manarino.
So in this one, I would like to also go first.
Okay.
Are you going to let me?
Well, you're up next anyway, so yeah, just go for it.
Okay, I'll have...
Oh, sorry, I just started writing that in there. Sorry, I thought...
You could write Djokovic,
Oh, sorry, I thought...
because I'm going to have Djokovic winning. I just don't know if Manarino's going to get a set or not. I'm going to
3.
go... I'm going to go for the free love.
He loves Djokovic these days. It has to be said. And it's put me in a real awkward position where if I need points off Djokovic, then I need him to lose a set, which is a horrible thing.
Do you think he's going to lose a set? Forgetting what I did. What would you... Forgetting my score, what do you think it's going to be?
I really don't know.
I don't either.
I think that Manarino is such a weird player that the way he's been playing this tournament, bear in mind he's played 15 sets though coming into this. Surely he must be a bit fatigued.
Yeah, it's the same as last year at Roland Garros for Rias when he played 3 5-setters to play Nole. That's exactly what Manarino's done up to now.
So it's surely... I mean, Djokovic is getting better. Manarino, I don't think he's getting any worse though. But
I don't think he's going to be that tired like other players. That's the thing.
Yeah, that game style he has is not conducive of getting that tired. And he didn't look fatigued at all in the last match, but I still don't think it's enough to be able to beat Djokovic for sure. So Djokovic will definitely win. Will it be 3? It's the same as you, but I feel like it is 4-love in the head-to-head. Gene's confirming it is 4-love in head-to-head. Has he ever won a set?
Now, Ben. I was going to have to put...
All right, well, I'm going to have to go 3-love as well then. I said that I wouldn't... that's a dead rubber now. I don't like that. It's just...
Well,
I don't
fine.
like
If you think it's going to happen, then leave it as that.
All right. Tsitsipas Fritz is up next, and this is for me to decide first. I'm going to be going for Stefanos Tsitsipas to win this one. I think it will be in 4.
Okay, I'm going to go for Tsitsipas also to win, but in 5.
Ooh, Taylor Fritz. Next up, Sinner versus Khachanov.
I'm going Sinner in 3.
Wow, mass disrespect for Kalen there. Sorry, made him a bit too big there. Sinner in 3. I'm going to go Sinner in 4. I think Khachanov may be good for a set. But he just always manages just to serve one out, gets a tie break. You know what he's like. He's had one against Rafa. He's had one before against the Joker. He's done it. He's got to semi-finals. He's good for a set.
And this is the main reason I wanted to go first, because I don't want to take this match on first. And I knew by taking the Djokovic one, you'd have to take this one first.
Smart.
Because I don't know how you're going to play it.
Rublev, de Minaur. Let us know in the comments and the live chat who you're going for in this one. This is a really tough one. Rublev coming off the back of a really convincing performance, as is de Minaur. Who's had the tougher route, would you say, out of these two?
Probably Rublev.
I would agree.
I think Sabor-Wild is incredible. Eubanks and Korda, tough Americans. De Minaur's played Raonic, he wasn't fit. Arnaldi and then Caboli. 2 good Italians, but I don't think they're as good as the Americans.
I would agree.
Sabor-Wild probably been one of the pick of the bunch. I mean, he's so good and really unfortunate to draw Rublev. He pushed him all the way to 5 sets, bearing in mind.
it's sort of it's pushing me towards him. I'm not going to lie, and I feel that Andrei Rublev will win this match. So I'm going to be going Rublev, and I think it's going to be in 4.
Okay, so the head-to-head is actually 3-2 in favour. It might be 2-2. I think that could be an exhibition.
Oh, is it?
Oh, no, it's next gen finals. I don't know if to count that one.
Can't really count that.
It's kind of 2-2. There's not much separating them. They played in Paris last year, and it was 3 sets, but Rublev did win the third, 6-1. I think it's a different Alex de Minaur. I'm going to be going for Alex de Minaur to win in 5 sets.
Okay. De Minaur.
ADM.
I don't know. I was just writing that, but yeah, it's fine. So that's really interesting. So some differences on this side.
I've had to go for one. I think you've just gone for all the favourite 4, and I don't think we're going to get all 4 of them go through.
The men's side is looking a little bit more predictable than the women's. That's the thing on this tournament. We've had a lot of seeds through on the men's, and they're sort of all the cream rising to the top on the men's. The women's, not sure what's going on. They mixed oil and water, I'm thinking, their draw, and it's all gone a bit crazy. So I don't know what's happening. Right, so
onto the men's or women's? Let's just do the men's. We're here now.
Yeah,
day 9 on the men's.
Go on then.
So this is in 2 days' time.
It's you first. I like that. That's good. Borges versus Medvedev first.
I'm going to go for Daniil Medvedev to win in 4 sets.
Oh, why is it not in bold? That's annoying. In 4 sets, okay. Oh, and it's not even centralised as well. Even worse. Right. Daniil Medvedev, Nuno Borges. Oh, he just beat Dimitrov very convincingly as well. I don't even. It was close, but it wasn't. It didn't go to 5. He beat him convincingly. Daniil Medvedev beat Felix pretty convincingly as well. Don't know what I'm trying to go up the garden path there. I'm going to go Medvedev in 5. I think Borges may just come out guns blazing in this one. This is the opportunity of a lifetime for him, you've got to remember. And I think the crowd are really going to warm to him in that matchup.
Thank you, Victor, for the super chat. Appreciate that.
Hey,
and
Victor.
He's saying bracket bruiser Borges, the Portuguese Puma, will dominate Daniil.
I like that name, the Portuguese Puma. That's brilliant. The bruiser Borges.
I'm not that mad at it. Because I really do like Borges, and I think he's got a real chance. And it is the tie of the round on the men's. Let's just see what he can do. I hope he does take a set. I don't want him to beat Medvedev.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of invested interests that people probably have in the big 4 on the men's side. So I can imagine that Medvedev going out will probably hurt a lot of people. So we've got Hubie Hurkacz. He's not playing Cam Norrie. No, maybe he might soon. But he's playing against Arthur Cazot. This one's probably the toughest one. I know that I messed it up in the start, but this is probably the one which I find one of the toughest to call out of every one, because I have no idea how well Cazot's going to play. And I might go for something really crazy here, and I feel that we're going to get one big upset, and I think this might be the one. I'm going to have Cazot winning it in 5.
I don't think it's that much of a big upset at this stage. He's played quite well to get here.
But Hurkacz is seriously good. We got to remember that.
Yeah, I don't see Hurkacz losing, but I do see Cazot taking a set or 2. I'm going to go for Hurkacz in 5.
Oh, everyone going for 5 here. Oh, can't spell his name right. That's good. Right, here we go. So Hurkacz in. Oh, put a bracket in as well. God, I've got like sausage fingers. Here we go. Moving down.
Like the king.
Yeah.
Don't know where his fingers have been recently.
Oh, God. Yeah, he passed his exam, though, didn't he, with flying colours? So I heard. Right, Carlos Alcaraz versus Miomir Kecmanovic, who is his good friend, somebody who he's had a lot of run-ins with, and someone he's grown up with, really, in the juniors. I think Alcaraz is going to win this one. What do you reckon?
Well, it's your pick. I'm waiting for you to do it first.
I'm going to go Alcaraz, but I think it's going to be Alcaraz
Cheating
in 4.
there.
Nearly got him to reveal this one quickly.
I'm going for Alcaraz in straight sets.
I feel
Nice
like
three-pointer there.
we're so disrespectful to Alcaraz.
I'm not.
No,
You're
I
not
mean
disrespect-
Kecmanovic. So no, sorry, I meant Kecmanovic.
Gosh.
Like Kecmanovic, we always like, oh, he's going out, he's rubbish, he's going out. He's back. He's actually back to a really good level right
Tommy
now.
Paul should have beaten him. He had too much points, didn't take it, he bottomed it.
Might have given him confidence, that though. The fact that he
I
knows.
think Alcaraz will win in 3. I'm confident in that one. That's going to be a real decider. Giving me 3 points.
Damn it.
Go on then. The bottom. Is this me?
Norrie versus Zverev. This is actually closer than probably I would have
Oh,
thought.
no. I was just supposed to be going first on the last one.
On which one?
Alcaraz.
That's what I thought.
Because you
That's
did
why
her catch.
That's
Oh,
what I
well.
thought. That's why I said Alcaraz, and then I sort of second guessed it, and then you were like,
So do you want me to go first on this one and help you out?
Well, I don't know if it does, because last time I ballsed up the Zverev one, and I'm probably going to balls it up again. So, no idea. Go on, you go first, and I'll just try and work out what I'm
Okay.
doing here.
Zverev Norrie, I'm going to have Zverev winning in 4 sets.
Zverev in 4 sets. I don't think Norrie's ever beaten him. In fact, he's never even won a set against Sasha Zverev. I mean, it's just tough to see him even winning a set, to be honest. So I think I'm going to be going Zverev in 3. So you're going Zverev in 4.
Mm-hmm.
This is where Norrie's just going to screw me over.
I'm going to be cheering on Norrie now.
That's it. Cam Norrie. So I'm going to go Zverev in 3. You're going Zverev in 4. Move over to the women's. Let us know who you're going for. I think most people will have either one of those. I don't think there's going to be many other different selections. If anyone's got Norrie winning, let us know. And let's move over to the women's side now.
Yeah, and for everyone who has joined us, please hit that like button. It really does help us out. Subscribe if you're new. We'll be doing these every few days. So for every round, we'll be giving our predictions. And yeah, it's a good opportunity for you guys to play along at home. We do have an option potentially for the next Grand Slam for you guys to actually join in with this. We're just working on building some application so we can all do it together. So if that is something of interest to you, please let us know in the comments section, and we can add you to our mailing group to let you know when we go live with it.
Yeah, that's going to be amazing if we finally get that up and running, because I think that this is like something people are going to be seriously interested in. Competition in this type of predictions thing, I actually love. I mean, this is sort of how we grew into loving tennis. So I feel that other people, if they get on board with this, then they get even more on board with GTL. So this is pretty much grassroots GTL right now that we're going through. So let's do the final bit of the women's. Azarenka, Yastremska, and I believe it's me going first, as you just went first on that last one.
Okay.
And I'm going to be going for Azarenka to win this one, and I'm going to be going for Azarenka in straight sets.
I'm going to have Azarenka in 3.
Yastremska's been quite good. It's a difficult one.
Have you not seen the results so far?
Yeah.
I mean, have you
They're
not
like-
learned anything?
They're lopsided, like her
I mean,
sets.
you have Iga
6-1,
lost today.
1-6.
Like, there's just crazy results.
This is a big
Yeah.
opportunity for Azarenka, though.
And this is
Imagine
that
if she
top
was-
half as well. This is the
Yeah.
half which just anyone's been winning.
I'm glad we're going to this one last, to be honest, because this is the most tasty section for like a big upset person in a final of a slam.
This is
Noskova.
me. Noskova versus Svitolina. I'm
Now
going
we're
to have Svitolina in 3.
Right, Svitolina in 3. This is super tough. I think she knows that there is a task on her hands against Noskova. But there's part of me that just feels that Noskova, she's just beaten Iga. And now I think she's going to beat Svitolina. I think this is just like a coming out party for Noskova in this tournament. And I think she beat Svitolina in 3.
Blinkova beat Rybakina, went out in the next round.
Yeah.
The same's going to happen here. When you slay a big name, you always go out in the next round.
It is tough. That's why I tried to say. You were following off my...
No, but it makes sense now because it happens with the big 3. When someone beats the big 3 in a slam, they go out net usually after that.
It's weird,
And
isn't it? That
this is
happens.
what I think is going to happen here. So I'm surprised you didn't go for that trend. Next one, Paulini Kalinskaya. I believe this is you.
I mean, this one is one of the toughest ones to pick. Paolini. I'm really uncertain on this one. I'm gonna have. This is a stab in the dark. I'm going Kalinskaya, just in 3. There's no reasoning behind it. I'm just going for just a random punt.
I'm going to have Kalinskaya in straights.
Wow, that surprises me. Really dismissive of your Italian lady there.
Yeah, there's no room for her. We've got Sinner. I'm going to have King Wing Zhang beating Dodin in straight sets.
Went through in 3 in the last one. I'm going to be having the same, but I'm going to be having it in 3.
Okay, well, there we go. That concludes all of our round 4 predictions. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Make sure to play along at home and leave your comments below. And let us know, whose predictions do you like more? I beat Ben in round 3. Can he come back and force a comeback in round 4? Only time will tell. We've got a few hours until the matches kick off, and we will be covering...
Well, Novak Djokovic versus Adrian Manarino. I mean, do not miss it. That one could be another marathon. And if Djokovic doesn't play his best tennis, he's going to have the forehand slap of Manarino to deal with. And he's not taking any prisoners in this Australian Open.
Yeah, shout out to Danny Pavic, who's just joined from Munich.
Hey.
And he's saying Nole is the best. Let's leave with that one. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you very soon for more Australian Open coverage.
Come on.